Hello farmers, welcome back to Hazzard County. Still day 3 of winter, and the first thing we need to do today is, we need to take care of the animals. A lot of reds, some yellows. We're here. Got the class tractor. I think the first thing we do is clean out the cows, because why not? I mean, it's not affecting their productivity at all, but let's go ahead and clean them out and just make sure that this is where you do clean them out, I think. Right down the middle here. I think we looked in here last episode and saw some stuff on the ground, so I think that's what they're talking about. They definitely need some hay. It's a little narrow in here, but it's not too bad. Why not picking that stuff up? Apparently my bucket's not down far enough. Thought it was, but obviously not. Is there any more here in the ground? I don't think so. And can I empty it in there? Can I just dump it back on the ground? And it goes in their feed trough? I think so. So we'll see if that does clean them up here. It'll take a few minutes to register. And since we got the bucket on here, let's go on over and take care of the chickens. Yeah, for one thing I'm seeing... Ooh, it's a little slick. I gotta remember that. There isn't much feed actually on the ground itself. But the red numbers are bothering me, so we're going to pick it up and put it right back in their feed trough as well. And now we will grab the bale shredder. I'm driving in my own field of crops in it. I gotta remember the crops are like right there. But it's only in stage 1, so I think we're all set there. Let's see, what else do the cows? They need straw. Ooh, they need some Total Mix rations. Alright. That's really important. And I do have plenty of straw. In the baler, that is. In the bale shredder. I mean, we got plenty of straw everywhere else as well. But let's go ahead and give them their straw. And there we go. For now, I'm just going to drop that off there to make my life a little bit easier. Because I don't want the bucket for anything else that I can think of. And then after we take care of the animals, we're going to go on back on down, grab our truck and trailers and tanker, and get back to putting some ethanol making some more ethanol fuel. Definitely would love to be able to pay off that much more to loan. And also, I don't think we'll do it this episode, but I want to get my house kind of situated over here at some point. Alright, so I can leave the tractor running. It's kind of a cool morning, so we'll leave it running, keep the engine warm, so when I get back in there, it can stay nice and toasty. 30 degrees actually is not that bad. How about we actually grab a tractor? What did I do with my Massey Ferguson? I don't know. I don't remember. But the juice fire is sitting right here. Ooh, the baler needs a little bit of a cleaning. Hopefully the Duke's fire can fit into that cow barn. Yep, I can't turn. You think with this heavy of a tractor and those kind of tires on here with just a little bit amount of snow on the ground, I would have no problem. I do have snow in here apparently. Dump the snow on out. I don't remember how much silage the cows needed. but it wasn't, not silos, but total mix rations, but it wasn't much. So I may just put like 5,000 liters in here for now. And total mix rations will start. Yeah, 7,000. So either way, I'm probably going to have to come back and dump it back into the silo here. And the only thing I need to do with the sheep is probably give them some water. But I can do that later on before we head on off to bed. But definitely got to get over to the horses. Yeah, wow, they only require 2,000 liters. Okay. Alright. Try to remember that for next time, but I doubt I'll remember that at all. So, that should be the cows all settled. Yeah, apparently I didn't get them as clean as I thought I did, but it's not in the red anymore, so that's all good. Where's that trigger? There it is. Alright, so what do the horses need? Horses need water, they need straw, and they need hay. I'm not going to worry about oats. The oats they seem to be doing just fine on, actually. So, I think this tractor here with the bale spike on it and the bale shredder is everything that we need. So, I will meet you over at the horses. We'll take care of them. And then continue on with the rest of our afternoon. Great demand at fuel cell. Oh, I don't think I can make fuel that quick. I just sold the fuel actually not long ago, but where? Where and what's the price for the great demand? Usually great demand doesn't really mean that much. $3,000. $3,000. At the same place I just sold all the fuel at. Okay. Alright. I don't know how fast the ethanol plant actually works, but the horses got to come first. I mean, they're the water is really low, and the straw they could make it on for a little while, but yeah, we'll definitely go take care of the animals first. Just a slipping and a sliding. I just realized, nope, I do have hay bales here. I'm like, I don't know if I got any hay bales down here. It looks like we're all set. And let's see, we'll turn this on. And while that's going on, we'll go ahead and give them some water as well. Everything is going up. Yeah, so I'm probably going to lose that 318 liters of straw in here. It's under 1,000 liters, but that's, yeah, we can manage with that. I'll probably actually take the bale shredder back with me back to the farm so I can put it into that shelter there. I am curious though, how are these straw bales? They still at 4,000 liters? 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, yep. And the hay bales. Those hay bales are both going down, actually. Interesting. I was trying to remember when I saw the top one, I was like, did I use that to feed the horses and put it back in here? But apparently not. They're just slowly decaying through the winter. Which has me a little concerned. Is that not registering? Oh no, it did. It did. Okay, finally. Yep, so the horses are all set. Everyone's mostly in the green. Some teal colors up there, but yeah, the oats, we gave them oats. I don't remember when we actually got the horses, but we gave them the oats a long time ago. So I think they're going to be fine there. Nope, raise it up just a little bit. And I'm going to keep getting the message that the manure heap is full because there's snow in there, but it still goes in there. Alright, so now that the animals are all set, I'm going to bring the class tractor and the bale shredder, put the bale shredder back into the garage over there, park up the class tractor, and I think the rest of this afternoon anyways, we'll be pretty much bringing some water down to the ethanol plant, grab our tandem trailers that are down there, go back to the main farm. I think we got, 70,000 liters-ish of corn left. We're going to grab it all and sell it all. I don't think I need any more Total Mix rations for the cows. I need more for them, which we do have. I got plenty in storage. So, yeah, let's take the rest of the corn. We'll go ahead and make some more ethanol fuel to help pay off some of this extra loan that we have. Plus, get some more money so I can build my house over here at this farm. Hopefully. At least that's what I plan to do anyways. With the animals all set, now we got our tanker and our truck. Going to head on over to where the horses are and try not to run into any traffic oncoming. I mean, how could I not see that colored car on top of the snow? I don't know. Yeah, we're going to head on over to the horses and fill up our tanker there. That may take a moment or two. And then when we were down at the ethanol plant, I believe I left my trailers there. Head back to the main farm, top off with some corn. There is some corn left at the ethanol plant, so that's why I'm doing the water first, because I can bring the water on down. Is this where I need to turn? Yes. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so there's already corn at the ethanol plant. By bringing the water down, I can start making some fuel right away. Just gotta be careful I don't slide down the hill into the river, or even worse, the pond over there. Just got to make sure I have cash in the bank account, which we do. So I should be able to fill from here. Problem solved. I was kind of curious what the forecast is. I know we looked at this before. I'm just wondering if I can start doing some work before spring actually gets here. So today's the 3rd day, Sunday's the 4th day. That doesn't look good. Monday's the 5th day. And Tuesday's the 6th day. Yeah, every day is pretty much below freezing for the most part. I don't see the ground temperature getting back above freezing to where I can actually plow the field. Probably won't be able to do it. Maybe the first day of spring when it hits 55 degrees. I mean, that's going to be the most ideal. Yeah, so this tank is going to take a moment or two to top on up. So, yeah, there's that. I did stop over at the sheep and give them some water. I figured I would, just because I didn't want to forget, because I tend to do that now and then. Let me go ahead and close those doors. That way, mice and whatnot can't get in there and cause any problems. And here we are at the Moneymaker. We'll drop off our water here. Grab our tandems. Now, I don't know if I need both trailers or not. I should pay attention this time when I fill up the front trailer how much that actually holds for grain. I do have, like I said, somewhere around 70 to 80,000 liters of corn. And these trailers combined, I know, hold 120,000 liters. I just don't know how much the front one holds or the back one holds. So, yeah, we'll just take both just to make sure. But the ethanol plant should be up and running once again. And hopefully we can get some diesel fuel made while the great demand's going on. I mean, $3,000 per. We thought we were getting paid well the first time. Hopefully no train comes out of that little area, because you can't really tell. Kind of interesting to see the field on the right-hand side. Looks like the farmer has done some field work in that field, I would assume. That's why there's no snow on it. Can't say for sure, but that's what it looks like. I don't remember what state that field was in last time I went through here. Yeah, but anyways, making the journey all the way back to the farm. I mean, it's not that far. Probably take me about 90 seconds to get there, but it's a little bit of a journey. And here we are, back at the farm. We'll start uncovering our trailers. I'm going to guess the front one takes 80 and the rear one takes 40. That seemed about right. Or is it going to be 70 and 50? I have no idea. Anyways, no, not wheat. Not barley, not oats, not canola, not sunflower, soybean, corn. Just inspect the truck while we're here. Just make sure everything's fine. Everything looks good. I might actually get rid of this fill trigger here and actually put down another one. There was one released on the Mod Hub just recently where I can get seed, lime, and fertilizer from, I do believe. The fertilizer and lime would be nice. The seed, I think we're going to be making our own seed this year, or I should say next year when time comes. It's probably going to be late summer before those fields are ready. We're going to have plenty of it. So, yeah, I think we'll put some in a seed maker and see how it goes. Did you fill up all the way? Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm just trying to get so I can read the numbers better. Can I get on something that's... there we go. Okay, so the way I'm like, wow, those numbers seem kind of off. If I disconnect that... Still says only 66% full. Alright, so I'm just trying to figure... Alright, yeah, I don't know. My brain can't do the math on that right away. It seems like that first trailer holds an awful lot. Did I put a cover on that? Yes, I did. I'm going to drop off the trailer in the rear because we don't need it. Cover that up so nothing weird happens. Drop off that trailer there. Like I said, we don't need it. Drive across our grass field. I'm kind of glad that we mowed that grass when we did because, yep, I knew it was going to slide right into that. And that car pushed me back about 10 yards. That's funny. Yeah, just imagine if we didn't mow that grass when we did and we made a whole bunch of silage with it. I mean, that was a lot of grass that we would have left there. Now, I don't know if the grass, we'll see. I don't actually, do I have any grass fields that I can see? I kind of forgot when spring comes, if you don't mow the grass, is the grass the same height as it was before winter, or does it start anew? I don't quite remember. Anyways, I'm going to chug all the way back on down to the ethanol plant and see if we made any ethanol fuel. If we did, I'm sure we did, but is it worth it to fill the tanker? I just, oddly enough, it's the same place that we sold to before. I'm trying to think, how much diesel fuel is that man selling at that burger shop? That's a lot of diesel fuel. I mean, I did bring him 280,000 liters of diesel fuel already. And he's like, oh, that's not enough. I need more, and I'll pay more for it. Wish I knew that a while ago because I would have saved it. I mean, that's $700 more per 1,000 liters that he's offering. So hopefully that great demand lasts until tomorrow morning. Probably not. That was about noontime that great demand came up, and usually great demands last for about 12 to 18 hours. So maybe I have to, burn a little bit of the midnight oil, and try to sell some of this fuel before midnight. Maybe, if the great demand's still going on that long. I don't know. Every time I pass here, I'm thinking a train's just going to pop on out of that little tunnel, and I was not paying attention where I was going. Do I ever? No. Let's get this thing in here and give it some more corn. feed the beast. Because like I said, I'm not really sure I know how fast this makes the turns the ethanol fuel over. If I disconnect, do you still stay? No, you don't. So you gotta be connected to unload. No problem. I'll sit here and be patient. Then we'll grab the tanker, swing around, and see how much diesel fuel we do have. Just want to make sure that the great demand's still blinking at us. Yeah, $700 more than what he was offering before. Man, how much is silage going for this? Because I know we got plenty of silage. Yeah, so the prices of silage seem to be staying true all the way through. Mostly right around $100 per. Alright, let's back up to our tanker and see how much diesel fuel has been made. It's only been like a half hour in game, so I'm not expecting too much. But I might be surprised. And I might have to give this thing more water as well. Yeah, it's already used like 12,000 liters. I already got 47,000 liters of diesel fuel. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and fill this up. And we'll go sell that right now. I mean, that's enough for me to want to go and take care of that. And what I think we'll do is after I sell this diesel fuel, I'll run back up to the horse paddock. I'll top off this tanker. That way I'll know that the ethanol plant has more than enough water to make some more ethanol fuel. I keep saying diesel fuel. Well, I mean, it does show up as diesel fuel in the tanker, but it's an ethanol plant, so I guess it could be making this regular gas as well. But when you put in the tanker, it shows as diesel fuel, so I'll probably just keep calling it diesel fuel. Pardon me, coming through. I did have a quick look at the contracts page. Not that we're going to do any contracts. I was just curious what kind of contracts do come up in the middle of winter. I am seeing fertilizing contracts mostly. I'm just trying to figure out how that works on a snowy field. I mean, usually when you get snow on the field, you know, farmers just say the heck with it and see in the springtime. So not quite a full tanker. I'm trying to remember. I think we were getting what, $66,000 per? No, not 66,000. What were we getting before? I have no idea. It was 166,000. Maybe that's what it was. But we got like probably 60% full tanker here. And I gotta bring the truck right up to the telephone pole. There we go. Nope, back up a little bit. $148,000 for 47,000 liters. I'll accept that any day of the week, any minute of the day, every second of the day. All right, so back up to the horse paddock. I am going to top this off with water, bring it back on down to the ethanol plant. We'll put some in there, and maybe I'll just sit in my nice cozy truck here. I do have a laptop in here. Maybe I'll watch some YouTube videos while the ethanol plant makes this diesel fuel. The ethanol plant seems to make the diesel fuel at a pretty good rate. Here we are at 5 o'clock in the evening now. So not too much time has passed, and I got another full, well, not another full tanker, but I actually have a full tanker headed on down to the burger joint. I forgot the name of the burger joint already. But yeah, we should get a good amount of money here. The great demand is still going on, and once I sell this, I'll go back to the ethanol plant and see how much is there. I did fast forward just until 5 o'clock, and I checked. I'm like, oh wow, you got plenty of diesel fuel in there for me to grab. So I did, and here we are. And I just want to make sure I keep selling it as we can while the great demand is going on, because I mean, yeah, this is too good to pass up. So now that we got a full tanker, got to make sure I hit it just right. Probably the snow is causing problems with the trigger. $215,870 for a tanker. What is the name of this place?
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock.
Ecky's?
5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11,
Sure, Ecky's. Coca-Cola. I prefer Pepsi, but you know, Coke is not that bad. It won't kill you. Alright, back to the ethanol plant. Can I swing this around? Can I even get going on the snow here is the question. There we go. Now, there's two things about, I keep mentioning every time I go over the railroad tracks over by the ethanol plant. There's two things. I try to go a little bit fast, just in case the train does come or pop out of there. That, you know, less time you spend on the tracks, the better. But the problem is the tanker will jump way up in the air when it goes over the tracks. Two, if I go real slow so the tanker doesn't jump up in the air, the tanker seems to get stuck on the tracks. So just keep that in mind if you're going with a tanker just like this. Yeah, you may have some issues. I suggest you may want to just speed it up just a certain rate. But yeah, I'm expecting to get probably 3, well, maybe not 3 more loads, at least 2 more full loads of diesel fuel to the sell point tonight. Like I said, the rate the ethanol plant's making it, we should be all set. Right now I'm just going to leave it at ×5 because I don't want to advance the time if I don't have to too fast. And then my plans for the rest of the winter, well, I think we'll just pick a day here and slowly put down a house. I don't know if I can make that even a full episode. I might be able to. So here are the railroad tracks. So if I go over them slowly, am I going to get, is the trailer going to get stuck? No, it didn't there. It did going back the other way, so that's kind of interesting. I'll turn on my direction light. I don't know why, but I will. And make sure I turn my direction light off. Alright, so how much diesel fuel do you got waiting for me now? So yeah, I'll speed up time here, and I'll see you once again, probably when I'm just unloading the diesel fuel. How about that? Tell you one thing, when it starts to get dark, man, it can be really hard to see exactly where you need to turn sometimes. So yeah, we don't have a full tanker. I sped up time and I'm like, why is it not making diesel fuel? And I went and got the trailer, and we're out of corn. Which is kind of interesting. I mean, there was 30,000 liters of corn at the ethanol plant, and I brought down 80, which brings us up to 110,000 liters. And on the first time, obviously, I brought down 120,000 liters of corn because that's what the trailer holds, and we got 4 tankers out of it. So I'm starting to think, was there diesel fuel at the ethanol plant before I started unloading the water and corn and started making my own? Is that why I got 4 tankers the first time, and this time I'm only getting like 2? Either way, we're out of corn, and this is about diesel fuel that we can sell. This traffic is going to kill me, so I'm passing you now. But still making a good chunk of change from the diesel fuel today, so I'm not going to complain too much here. Alright, so for now, let's see, what do I want to do with the tanker? Driving at night kind of sucks. So I think what I'll probably do is just sleep through the night, and I'll move all this stuff around in between episodes, because really, no, I thought I turned the Is there 2 stages of beacon? No. It's like, why aren't the beacons turning off? Make sure I turn my lights off all the way. There we go. Turn the engine off. Let's go ahead into the money situation and repay as much as I can. We made $1.1 million today just by doing diesel fuel. Make corn, people. Make corn. That's just corn and water. That's all it is. And of course we made some money from the horses. I'm not quite sure why, if anyone knows the reason why with the horses, why the income slowly drops like $10, $11 per day. Is that just to make you bring the horses back and get new ones every once in a while? Or, I mean, if I bring those horses back, get new ones, is it going to be, does it start over? Or am I just going to keep losing $10 per day as I go on here? Don't know. I need to jump back to the farmhouse here, which is right up here. Am I stuck inside the gas tank? Yes, I am. All right, so I'll teleport to the sheep. That all works. And I don't think the sheep are also making wool during winter either. That does remind me. It should just pop up the screen just to make sure. But I mean, they should all be fine. Yeah, they're all fine. I think. Wait, 36 sheep. I think some of the sheep have given us some offspring. I think we had 32. I do believe. And also the chickens are at 400. I think that they might be maxed out as well. Interesting. If the chickens are maxed out, but there's no way to... The one thing is you can't transport chickens from one coop to another, but chickens aren't that expensive anyways. Let's see. It's only 6:30 at night, but it doesn't get daylight until like 9, so that's like 15 hours. Can I get... I'm not that tall of a farmer, am I? Can I get... Thank you. I can sleep 15 hours. It doesn't matter how late I sleep. Don't have that much work to do in the next day anyway. So let's go ahead and sleep the 15 hours. Now I am keeping my eye on the cow's manure. You can see the cow's manure is going up even though it says manure heap is full. So not too bad. I'm only losing about $5,000 a night now. Much better. So it looks like now I'll have to wait for the if I speed up time just a little bit. I just want to hit the 15-minute mark on the timer, if you will, just to see if any of the stats reset for the animals. Kind of did. So now it looks like finally the sheep are out of grass in their pasture. I'm trying to get... where's my tool? No, not that tool. I don't want the chainsaw for the sheep. Yeah, the 33%, that's the lowest the grass can go. So they're out of grass and hay, so I'll have to give them some grass and hay. Other than that, the rest of the animals seem to be doing well. Oh yeah, now if you look at the sheep, now we have 44 sheep. And I'm not getting any more chickens either. So there's a couple things I could do with the chickens. I could sell some chickens. I don't think I get that much for the chickens because I bought the chickens that make eggs. Where are we here? There we are. And where do I unload said chickens? Where's the trigger for the chickens? That's the eggs. Right here. $1. $1 is all they're worth. Do I have to pay a transportation fee? No, at least I don't have to pay no transportation fees. Yeah, we'll leave that chicken in there. It's only $1, so it's not. I mean, basically, if I sold all my chickens, I get $400. So, and I don't think there's any way to transport them over to the other coop over there. But I would have to talk to that farmer at the other coop to see if I could, use, lease that coop or not. But is it worth it? Probably not. Yeah, I don't think so. So I think we're all set there. So as for today, oh man, not much to do today, other than at some point I'll give the sheep some hay. Obviously not grass, but I'll give them some hay. But it does remind me though, I want to go back to, where am I? I'm over here now. I need to be over here. I want to go back to these sheep. I do want to check on the hay bales in this shed to see if they're deteriorating like the ones down at the horse barn. No, these are not. But then again, these are the hay bales that we made. You can tell because they're more of a browner color. And when they're 8,000 liters, so the more browner color that looks like straw, that's the hay bales that we made. So those are not losing, they're not deteriorating at all. And if I go to the horses, these hay bales over here are ones we bought at the store. And one hay bale is gone. Interesting. And the other one's, I think that one's staying the same. Was the other hay bale below 1,000 liters? I got disappearing bales over here, it seems like. But it is what it is. And I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. How are we doing on that loan? I didn't even look. Just at $1 million, so not bad seeing where we were. Well, I mean, just look at yesterday, $1 million we paid off that loan. How nice. And yeah, $11 less on the livestock for the horses. Yeah, I'm not sure why that slowly drops $10, $11 per day. Like I said, it's not a big drop, but you keep adding it up. Eventually, it gets you. But yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time in Hazzard County. But until then, have a good one.